Okay, I'm gonna stop saying which number this is because I'm gonna make a mistake because I'm retarded. So I test my new booster part and I'm out going back to go save the guy, which is what you're supposed to actually do in this place, but likes to do what they're supposed to do. These things aren't hard, they're just kinda infuriating because like, they can become invincible and you can't do anything about it. And you're like, oh, I want to kill you. And they're like, nope. Also, this guy was apparently, like, if you, like, listen to, like, their backstory and stuff, he was a digger once, which is what Megaman is. You know, like, a guy who goes into dungeons. Pretty much a Tomb Raider. And it's like, he's seen a lot of stuff. He was a digger, and he must have seen a ton of stuff back in the day. So I'm just curious, like, why are, like, a bunch of little snake reaver bots, like, super scary to him? Like, why is it so difficult for him to handle it? I can understand, you know, he's unarmed at the moment, but I mean, he had to have gone through some traps, so you could just be like, I'll just run by him. I know snake reaver bots, they're no big deal. Navigation skills. Yeah, I saved right there. I tried to skip all my saving, as there's like a few of them still there, but I tried to stop recording when I'd save, because, you know, it's just kind of a big waste of time. But, there's a few there. That was what that was about. Ah, gotta kick the can, gotta kick the can! So, like, a few things happen here in a minute here. Pretty much, like, you go back into the junk store owner's shop there, and they give you that car that Roll was right next to. You know, being all creepy, like she's drooling over technology. Just, oh god, yes. Then after that, conveniently, you get your personal license or something, or your ID or whatever, and you can go into town, and then you meet the bad guys, and then you can kind of wander about, talk to the mayor, leave, and then you gotta go fight the bad guys. Bing bong bing. Look like, just like to the top left of the lady I'm talking to's head, that like spiky thing that sort of looks like a reaver bot. Also, just curious, like, what do they do? Do they murder a reaver bot, rip its limbs off, and like stuff it possibly, or just do the opposite of stuff it and empty it out and hang it on the front of their store? Because, like, reaver bots are more or less living beings. They're like, sort of like Transformers, you know, they're living, but they're also like machines. And so, you know, they gotta have like weird robotic organs, so, you know, you could rip out their freaking organs. You hear the little reaver bot screams. Don't worry, little reaver bot, we're gonna hang you up over in our shop. Nice. Like a smile, though. Robotic smile. In Reaverbot, smiling is the complete opposite of what you may think it would be. It's the most horrific face a Reaverbot can make. Just an expression of pure pain, fear, and sorrow. Just every ounce of negative feelings where a Reaverbot is smiling. Just all this suffering this Reaverbot went through. And that guy was just stuck behind for a second there. You do like a little quest for him later, or you can do. You don't have to, I guess. But if you do, you get something. I don't remember. Like a piece of a weapon.
Were you able to find anything?
Nope.
Oh. If you can't find any parts in town, I guess
We're
we'll
screwed.
have to try digging for them ourselves.
Oh dear God.
That's what the man
Doing
of
stuff
the drugstore
ourselves.
said. That might take a while.
Oh boy.
Which means...
Hunker down.
Huh?
I didn't say
Megaman,
anything.
what's that?
What is that?
It looks like a weapons upgrade module.
No, it does not.
Oh, this? Yeah, the junk store man gave it to me.
just a bottle cap that
He
you
said we
picked
could
off the
use this
ground
car
and
hook
you
it
know
up.
You mean we can use this car?
this
Well,
piece
come
of
on
junk?
then. Let's get it attached right away.
Let's just jump right in. I'm surprised that all the stuff in here is still working, you know, there's
There,
grass
it's
growing over
ready.
there! The
Just
landmine.
park them in front of the-
Like, the landmine is only
Just
useful against the first 3 bosses you're about to fight, which,
you
you
want
know,
me
it's
to
good,
explain
you
what
know,
this
that's
weapon-
great, you know, you get a weapon that's
I'll
good
get to
for the
work on
bosses
this.
you're about to fight. But then after that, it's not really useful, like, at all. Like, there is many times, you know, where you're like, oh, those landmines could have been pretty useful, but in comparison to any other weapon,
I've been
I
looking
don't know,
for
just
you,
the
so I can give you
landmines, I hated the
this.
landmines.
Citizen's Car.
I use them a few times because they do slightly more damage than your booster, but you know, the
Now you'll
time
be able to use the
and
city.
effort it takes to set them
Of course.
where they need to be and actually do the
Where's
animation to set them, you know, you could be
Pirates.
doing more damage
We've re-
with your booster gun because you gotta wait
Last
for it
precaution.
to get to your thing, and it's
Evacuating
just
the
a
civilians
big
and lock
hunk of waste of time.
Hi.
I like how
Great
Data just
brothers
doesn't
go
even
inside
care.
the-
He's just do do do
Will he be all right?
Well-
We're talking about all kinds of weird stuff right now. Just pirates are coming by, Gramps is
I'm
stuck in
worried about
town.
Gramps.
We're policemen and
I
we
hope
got it
he'll be
handled.
okay.
I'll go look for him. You wait here.
Megaman, go stick
Okay,
up your ass or
Megaman.
something. Just look how stiff Megaman is. Like when you're just running around, like if you're just standing there, he's got like a breathing effect kind of thing going on where he's like rising and lowering. But like right there, he was just completely stiff. Just, oh, I need to save Gramps. Another thing I really liked about this game, and it's not really a big deal anymore, or maybe it is a big deal, it just kind of depends on the way you look at it, is that there's not like a million of the same person, in a sense. Like that fat lady I was just standing next to, like, I mean, there's one right there, but I mean, like, that's the junk store lady, that's the lady who's in the arcade, and then she's like in front of this cave later in the game. But then there's the girl with the dog, there's the fat guy with a hat, and there's a fat guy without a hat. The fat guy with the hat has a baby. So like there's they're like their own characters rather than like random people, like in most, like in Grand Theft Auto, for example. Like you see a hooker, that's not Charisse or Cheryl or anything, that's just Hooker. Hooker model 14C or whatever. So like that's the thing I liked, that, you know, you could actually, you know, count all the people and say, okay, that's that person, that's that person, that's that person, that's that person, that's person. Then there's those two people, the little digger people or whatever they are, and then there's like these, you know, the kids, you know, but they're kind of like semi-important. I also don't know why they taught you to do this. Like, if I did it the first time in this one, but I always never, beforehand I would never do it the first time, but if you ran up to them or jumped, you know, just not slowly, they would say, hey, get out of here, and they'd push you away, and then you get a mini tutorial saying, hold the circle button to move slowly, and you have to walk slowly to get them. And I was always curious, why? There's absolutely no point in the game where you need to walk
Once
slowly.
the decision's made, there's no turning
I
back.
think. I don't know.
Nothing less than 100%. And remember, it's
You know
more
what?
than
Just give me
guns and ships.
114,000%,
It's whoever has
just
the
to be
most
sure.
information that wins, right? Right. We understand.
Doesn't matter if they take over the town, as long as they're good information gatherers.
As low as possible and stay on schedule.
I think what they were trying to do here,
That's right.
with the little
You got it.
3 robots completing the same one sentence, just didn't really work out. There's Tron Bon.
Looking at.
I like Tron Bon as a character, but this is the end. I just kind of looked at the time, and I'll continue this on in the next one. Da-da.